chains.
From the 44-yard line now, 1st and 10.
No touch. No touch.
Shotgun snap for Hurts. Escapes the pocket. Fights. And after all that running, he ends up out of bounds deep behind the line of scrimmage. Not even a throwaway. That's going to count as a sack.
I'll admit it, as a former QB, probably the last one to always cast blame on the QB, but that's a situation where you just got to get rid of the ball. I will give a little blame. You've got to throw it away and just take an incompletion.
Here we go, 2nd and very long. And oh, someone stepped in. It's intercepted. Taylor rapping to pick that one off. And the Bills are going to take over after the interception. So the first drive of the game ends not in points, Brock, but in an INT.
And I get it. Opening drives aren't always going to end up with points or a touchdown. Good thing, though, there's a lot of opportunities left to make up for that miscue and go get yourself back in rhythm and back on script.
Drive starts out with a 1st and 10. Allen comes out throwing. He'll get this to Samuel. And he stopped just before he reaches the red zone at the 21.
Alert!
2nd and 3. Flushed out of the pocket. The back grabs it. And he'll be touchdown after a big play. Working quickly here. From the red zone now. He's on the move. And this time they're going to get there, and they drop it. Moving quickly, trying to get set again. Operating from the gun, it's Allen. And he scores. It's a Buffalo touchdown. The Bills parlay the interception into points. Dalton Kincaid with the touchdown. So a touchdown on the board for them, Brock, as they start this game off a perfect 1-for-1 offensively.
Yeah, I'm going to call that scripting for success right there. Can't do it much better than that. And listen, when you script these first plays, you don't always know who the targets are going to be. It's really then relying upon what the defense is trying to take away. They couldn't take away that big old tight end.
Bass now to kick this away. And it bounces out of the end zone, so they'll set up shop at the 30. They're out and set, 1st and 10. Interception last drive doesn't deter them. They're going right back to the air. Able to find Dotson here. And that's good yardage with a new set of downs.
That is what elite offenses are all about. Why worry about 3 downs when you need only 1? Move the chains in one play and keep driving that defense backwards.
On 1st down, Hurts. Toward the sideline, and he's got it. And he's going to be drugged down, looks like at that 37-yard line. They get 18 yards out of it and a new set of downs.
I love throwing on 1st down. And when you see a 1st down pass just like that, it's taking advantage of a matchup you planned for, and you go out and execute.
Forced out to his right. Taking a big shot. Oh, they got it. Intercepted along the goal line. Taron Johnson has it.
Red zone defense. It is a part of the practice week at least twice. Thursdays, Fridays, even tuning it up on Saturdays. Because it's all about protecting in the red zone. And not only protecting points, but taking the ball away. That is a gold star effort by the defense.
They'll get this drive started. 1st and 10. From his own end zone, Allen. Into the hands of Samuel, complete. And that's good yardage there with a new set of downs to boot.
It sure seemed like he knew exactly where he was going with that right off the snap.
They're now set for 1st and 10. From the shotgun, it's Allen. Headed out right. Outright, Cooper's got it. And he's out of bounds at the 15-yard line.
Every once in a while, it's fine to be conservative on 1st down, especially when you get enough to stay on schedule and get a little something coming out of it, too.
2nd and 6 coming up here. Working from the gun, it's Allen. Escapes out to the left. Connection made with his back deep downfield. It's again at 27 yards to move the chains. Let's see how they attack this 1st down, Brock, from the 43. To the air again, Allen. Chased out to his right. That one's complete, right side. And he made a bid for midfield there, but stopped on his own side at the 49. And we will not get another play. That's going to do it for the 1st quarter. Neither side separating much so far. We'll get you back to Mile High after this. We're back for the 2nd quarter. Bills in possession of the football. They're advancing it well as they face 2nd down.
Alert!
To throw again, it's Allen. Getting out to his left. He finds his running back on a deep shot. Nicely done. Give him 30 yards on that one. And that's good for a Bills 1st down.
He just made a difficult throw to the outside. Look elementary, Kate, and that's not easy. The placement, excellent. And it helped set his target up to put some more yards on that stat sheet.
1st down throw for Allen. Bails out of the pocket quick. And he scores. It's a Buffalo touchdown. The Bills pick it off and get points on the ensuing drive. It's a James Cook touchdown. So, Brock, this offense looking sharp here in the 1st half as they extend their lead.
You know, and when things are going well, sometimes you really just get into a groove. And this is a unit that's putting the pieces together.
Bass gets the extra point to go. And the Bills double their lead to 14. Bass now to kick this away. And no return as this bounces through the end zone for a touchback. First and 10 now from the 30. Trying to shake off the interception. He's looking to throw. He's got Devontae Smith. It's a 21-yard gain. And that's good for an Eagles 1st down.
You know, Kate, you'll find teams go to this crossing route concept sometimes a dozen times a game. A lot of times it's for shorter yardage, but sometimes things break in the right coverage for a much bigger impact play, just like that.
1st and 10, here's Hurts. Buys time, rolling right. He takes it himself. And he goes out a little short of the 40.
Well, you don't get the first down, but I'll tell you this, Kate, that drives the defense and the defensive coordinator nuts. They do everything right, they win, and yet still QB makes something out of nothing.
From the 41. Oh no, they get him yet again. Rasul Douglas picks it off. And the Bills put together a wonderful return. Gets him back inside the 40 following the interception. Oh man, Brock, those other leaders on that sideline, they've got to sit him down and calm him down. 3 consecutive drives now where he's thrown an interception.
Yeah, this defense is just all over him, seeing every throw, anticipating these routes before they're even run. When he's dropping back to throw, and I know this feeling, it's horrible as a quarterback. It feels like there's 20 defenders out there on this defense.
And he takes it into the end zone for a Buffalo touchdown. The Bills parlay the interception into points. It's a James Cook touchdown, his second scoring catch of the game. Bass on for the extra point. The kicker gets it. Oh, it looks like he's gonna throw it. Well, very quick throw, but they couldn't connect.
You know, that's a call I'll see in the college game, but it's pretty dead and gone in the NFL, and for good reason. Even when you catch him off guard, the chances for success are extremely low. Can't do it.
Bass now to kick this away. And that one bounces through the end zone for a touchback. First and 10 now from the 30.
Hey, field it. Great, set.
Looking to throw here and shake off that previous INT. And he goes down. The Bills got to him. And he's just going to take the sack here as he heads out of bounds. And the big play drives them backwards. Second down coming up.
Great, set. Crowd left Yeti.
Trying again following the sack. Defender arrives right as the ball does, and the hit knocks it free. Incomplete. Working across the middle, Brock, it is tough for anybody to make plays through all that mess, even when you're the biggest and baddest pass catcher on the roster.
But as a tight end, you're going to be disappointed because that's what you're paid to do. It's one thing for those undersized receivers you talk about. It's another one for these big tight ends. You are paid to make that catch through contact.
The Bills getting close, and they take him down. And the defense comes through to back them up ahead of fourth down.
Well into this first half, still struggling to find any rhythm, and that's what sacks do. That is why these defenders get paid big money when they get those sacks in the stat column, because as you're seeing today, it totally disrupts the rhythm, the continuity, and any success for an offense.
And a good return as he gets him up across midfield and into enemy territory. Nice moves on the return. He gets 17 out of it. And the Bills will take over possession. New set of downs for him from the 46.
Half 85. Alert! That's it.
First and 10. Here's Allen. Buying some time left. That one's cut along the left sideline. Give him 24 on that play. And that's good for a Bills first down.
Alert! Regular. Go!
Here's Allen. Buying some time right. And for the first time, one of his throws doesn't find a home. It's incomplete, but boy, what a streak he had to begin this game.
Hey, hold.
Couldn't connect on first. It's second down.
Half 10. Middle.
Back to the air, Allen. Rolling left, buying some time. He's gonna keep it this time. And able to get this down to the 15 before going out.
Well, the QB made something happen and got some yardage when the play didn't develop right, and even got himself out of bounds to avoid a hit. The only negative at all is he couldn't quite get the first down.
That's caught for the first. And they'll get this down nearly to the end zone. Instead, stopped at the 2.
Alert, alert, alert! 5 wide, 5 wide, 5 wide. What's that?
Now Allen. He's got it. That brings us to the 2-minute warning here at Mile High. The Bills hoping to grow their lead before halftime. They're lining up on the doorstep, 2nd and goal from inside the 1.
Regular, 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 regular. Look out!
Allen. And he will score. Touchdown, Buffalo! The Bills boat racing them to the halftime locker room. And that, Brock, I know you're keeping track, but just in case our audience isn't, his 4th first-half passing touchdown. At the pace he's on, this would be a new record if he has a second half to match this one. That one right down the middle. And the Bills grow their lead yet again. Bass now to kick this away. And the kickoff is into and then out of the end zone. Touchback. This drive starting from the 30. Offense ready to begin this drive. 1st and 10. Hurts now from the gun. On the move, headed right. Trying to get away from the pressure, but he can't, and they drop him. And the big play drives them backwards. 2nd down coming up.
Okay, you can give him much of the credit for this early lead. Heck, give every player on that defense now their 4th sack of this game credit, because that ambush on the quarterback, a big reason why they're in control of this game.
Catch is made down the right sideline. That goes as a gain of 25 yards and picks up the 1st.
I'm sure Coach, the play caller, doesn't mind making the job a little bit easier. You know, play calling's a lot simpler and easier when you count on the offense to move the chains on those early downs.
First down throwing for Hurts. Searches from the pocket. Well, the pressure nearly got to him, but still a good play defensively as that one falls incomplete. That one intended for Jahan Dotson. And we'll see what they do here on 2nd down.
Great, great, great.
Operating from the gun, here's Hurts. Throw came out right as the defense got to him. That's an incomplete pass.
You know, when we were growing up in the backyard, we call them alligators. 1 alligator, 2 alligator, 3 alligator. He needed another alligator in order to get that ball off. Credit the defense for forcing the incompletion.
On 3rd down, it's Hurts. And once again, they can't connect.
The offense not shy about sending him downfield to try and stretch that secondary. Even still, one of the deeper targets you'll see him get. It's a shame they couldn't find a connection.
Offense still staying out after the incompletion. They're going to try on 4th. On 4th down, Hurts. That's cut beyond the marker. And they catch up to him, but not until he's got a huge gain and a 1st down. They got 24 yards on the play. And the unlikely conversion nets them a 1st down. And they send a man in motion.
Alpha, alpha, alpha.
Hurts throwing again. Escapes the pocket. And he gets it forward to steal about a yard out of that. That's Gregory Rousseau who cleaned up that play. Timeout taken by the Eagles. That's going to be their first. They'll come to the line here, 2nd and 9.
Set. Sixty-three.
Shotgun snap for Hurts. Oh, they got it! Intercepted along the goal line! And the Bills take over once again after forcing his 4th interception of the night.
Well, that's it right there. That's the resilience and the mental toughness that every coach wants to see from his defense. Not a great spot for him. Backed up close enough that they're going to get shots taken in the end zone. But instead of collapsing under pressure, they rose up and they created the takeaway.
Makes the grab in bounds left side. And they finally bring him down, but that is a big gain and a new set of downs. Still on the move, coming to the line for 1st and 10. From the shotgun, it's Allen. That's too far in front, and it's not going to be caught.
Well, you certainly want those throws to be automatic. Every team, if you're going to be efficient, you got to hit those passes in the short to intermediate zone to effectively move the ball in this league.
Tight.
2nd down, here's Allen again. And he scores! It's a Buffalo touchdown! The Bills get more points to end a lopsided first half. Exactly the play they were looking for, Brock. They saw it, and he put it right on the money.
Yeah, it really was a perfect play. This is what it looked like in practice, but more importantly now to get it done in game time, that's what you're looking for. Amazing when it all comes together.
Extra point up and good from Bass. And the Bills continue piling on to this lead. Bass now to kick this away. And he wasn't chancing a return there, putting it out on the back of the end zone for a touchback. Beginning a new drive here, but just 16 seconds to go before halftime. On 1st down, Hurts gets everything he has under this throw. Oh, brother, it's another interception. That's Cole Bishop. And the Bills get the football back with minimal time to go in our half. Okay, Brock, now back-to-back drives where they have picked him off. That's got to be a worrying trend.